Greetings, my Dragonites, Dragonborns, and Dragonkin like. This is Dragonite, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage. I think you get the memo. So, I'm back in Dark Souls 2 again, my Draconic Paladin run. And I am sorry for this long wait, because I think, as you all know, that I had to restart this build. And now it's back. Raise the Sun Dragon. And as always, if you're watching this, I hope you are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. More videos are heading your way. So, what happened? My old PC just decided to quit on me. And the last time I stopped at was a little bit higher, where it was like 160. Thanks to recording, but I did have another recording, ready to go and edit all that. But the problem was that I couldn't access the hard drive's problems. So I'm sorry that you had to wait that long. So I had to at least take, at least most of the week to get through where I want to go and get to the build that I'm really happy with, thanks to an alternate farm who I've done and helping out others and stuff. So let me go ahead and show you. By the way, I did jump into New Game Plus to some bosses to get a couple spells, at least 2 in mind, and get at least a couple rings, at least a ring myself, which I'll probably end up showing right about now. Here's the ring. Southern Ritual Band +2. You get this from Scorpion Noshka. I just figured at least go ahead and go into New Game Plus to get that done. As always, my Lightning Dragon Chime. So I have +5, Pyromancy +10. I'm kind of switching back and forth between these two because I still want to use like a fire-based weapon, but also use like a lightning weapon just as much. Still using the second Dragon Ring because I know, at least in one of my previous recordings before my old PC decided just to kick the bucket, I had the third Dragon Rings on. That kind of work. I am using the Shield of Iceland because of... hang on. I did have to restart a couple things, so. This also doesn't matter for at least the shield ammo recovery. As you see right there, it's also for a spell parry. Now, you can still use Draconic Shield if you wish to, but for me, I like to have at least some of my healing. I mean stamina recovery, so I am just using this for, well, right now. So, of course, my Saiyan Armor, +10, Grave Gauntlets, +5, and my Isolated Hood. But, I have gotten Kraton's Steel Mask to +10, if you decide to go this route. But, to make it a little bit more close to a Cleric, I think says right here, helmet worn by the one Proud Clerics. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, if you want to make it more like a Cleric look or Templar, then this would be pretty good. And it even says right here. So, also, since I had to restart, I actually got a couple other things basically up. And I already had defeated Velstadt and the two bosses, or at least one, well, a boss and the throne, which is the Throne Watcher and Throne Defender. So, just in case you were interested in that. The Throne Defender is actually pretty good too. So, plus I got this to +5. And I got the Draconic Sword, an excellent weapon, to +5. I decided to go ahead and use this one just for a, later down the road. You can use this weapon too. Just my only problem with the gripe, at least in my gripe about it, if you go into the DLC, which I'll definitely end up doing in the DLC wise, I will end up basically get the other one, which is like this one, but it's blue, but it's also magic based. Combined with this, combined with the red and blue, make purple flame. And it is pretty heavy. Because as you see for like the units, like 22.0. And combine another one, it's really bloody heavy. I also got Look at Teal already done here too. So that's also what you kind of missed. Here's my spells for right now. I'm still kind of playing a little bit around with at least some of them. It's just, I do like Chaos Storm. You can use Fire Tempest or Firestorm, but with the one that's mostly eating up the most for me right now is Sacred Oath, because of the buffing, and Soothing Sunlight, which I already took care of. So, let me go ahead and switch to this one. Now, I have been going back and forth with Lightning's Whitehander and with this baby too. Excellent weapon. Because, as you see, like 692, almost like 700 damage. So yeah, this thing hurts. Even with this baby. 610. That's freaking powerful, you know? And of course, if you just want to go just for like a pure, like, just strength, here you go. And of course, I'm just using this one, so. Alright, sorry, I had to put up a couple of other things, so. I know it's like 3:32 in the morning, but I just want to at least send my apologies to you all. I am so sorry that you literally had to wait, at least for some time again. And now, since the build is back, I decided to go ahead and take care of it. Now, the other one is to, oh, I forgot to put up these a couple more, but I'll do it a little bit later. Is just mostly, I still want just to keep trying out a couple other ones just to see how it goes. Now, if you do have a mace, that's actually really perfect. So, and also I actually got this like off camera, then so I upgrade that. It's a really good, excellent like hybrid of a staff and a chime. So yeah, and of course this is what I'm kind of running with. I decided to equip this one because I do like the generation, you know, because it has like, yeah, and of course it just extends its life of spells effect, you know, like buffs and stuff. So this is what I'm kind of running with right now. And of course, this is all my stats right now. I think I showed you this, but you really don't need to go to 350 or at least close to 360. You can just probably like run a good max of probably 250 at most. But the one that you probably want to do a lot, if you choose to, is definitely at least get max out all those spell slots, because it's going to help out. And of course 45, I figure 40 endurance, 40 equipment load, because I just figure I'm going to probably use heavy armor, but not like too heavy, like I'm wearing the Saiyan set. There is another armor set, and if you've been watching my Dark Souls 2, my Dark Souls 3 Draconic Paladin run, it is the Drake Blood. That works excellent for this too. I decided just for right now just to use the Saiyan armor because it kind of fits a paladin type feel. And of course 40 strength, 30 dex. 40 strength, 40 dex, excuse me. You can get away with just 30 strength and probably 20 dex, or, you know, like as I'm probably showing you all at least, you know, on stream right now. I decided to just throw in like 50 int, because I'm like, oh, okay. But the highest one that definitely increases my faith. So, yeah. This is like a boss or attack character. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. I did take care of Lucatiel's brother here. And that's when I stopped. So let's go ahead and continue. Actually, let me switch this. And this is going to probably be like a long run, because I did promise y'all a farm that you can definitely do, but you may not like it as much because it's like a constant farm. So the only problem I don't like about this look is just how the Well, actually, it's kind of far, but it looks a little bit more bent. Sorry. And of course, I'm using the Ring of Blades +1. I might jump into New Game +2 just to get the Ring of Blades +2, so that way it's like a done deal. And here we go. So again, I do apologize. Hello, undead dragon. Fading soul. And I know... God damn, Bugsy. The thing about with this character right here is there is like a couple spells, but mostly the one that I'm kind of after is one with the helmet. Or at least I think it's the one that you can get the helmet, but I'm still trying to fill out the map and stuff. And I think it's going to be in this episode. And as you also notice too, that I have updated a cool thumbnail. So yeah. Anyways, I'll definitely like try to do like get all the stuff right now. Then probably like in episode 11, that's when I'll start talking to him and show you at least another like bread and butter. Now of course, Soothing Sunlight, best one. Sacred Oath, highly recommend if you decide to go with like a cool caster. You know, like basically like your support. And of course, I threw in like Sunlight Blade because, well, why not? And also, you can buff these weapons, even though you cannot do it in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. For some reason, they did it in this one. Yeah, I'm salty. But probably the main bread and butter. Another bit bread and butter would be Sunlight Spear. I have done a little bit offline farming to get that, and of course I got a lot of Brand Lightning Spears just to have on the safe side, because Sunlight Spear is still pretty good, but you only can only get through the Covenant of the Sunlight Bros, and you can only get it once, unless there's a way you can have multiple, then boom. But as I showed you, it just eats up a lot of spell slots. And of course, Chaos Storm and Grand Fireball. Come on. Look at that. Ow. Yeah, this thing is a nuke itself. Let's see. There you are. Oh, whoops. Ow. There we go. And let's heal up. Oh yeah, that's right, it's only in one chest. Northern Ritual Pen and +2 and Petrified Dragon Bone. I'm so used to freaking Elden Rings. Pairing system, because since now I'm looking at this like side by side, I may end up like doing like a probably like a recording right here, but like side by side. Like you can definitely see like Dark Souls 2 mechanics of pairing system has been in Dark Souls, I mean Elden Ring, excuse me, but they did it a lot better. And of course I did post. I ain't trusting you. Because if I'm gonna go over there, you're going to explode. Okay. Okay, it's just a chest. Great magic barrier. Nice. But, like I said, I do apologize that you had to wait, for so long. But, yeah, I think this build is really, like, ready for, like, New Game Plus. Or light New Game Plus. Because I know the harder the bosses are, probably the strongest. Hey, get out of the dragon's pelvis. I need to get out of the dragon's pelvis too. Dragon Acolyte Mask. No, stop. Oh, really? You want to play that? Nope! Fuck! I forgot the petrify thing can go up. Alright, my Dragon Eyes, Dragon Wars, and Dragonkin. I am here. Now let's try this the normal way. Freaking cunter. Giant ass cunter. Yeah, this is for freaking Draco and me. Oh hey, yeah, somehow there's one enemy can drop this like cool sage like I was saying, this fucker right here, the sage shit, okay? Okay, worn by the Archmasters of all the answers. Okay. And yeah, here's just a regular acolyte, but the sage hood. Oh, hey! The only way to get it is from this giant cunter right here. Oh, but then when me and Draco were trying to go get it, because it's like, quote unquote, 100% drop, or the goddamn case is, or unless it increases New Game Plus, oh, it doesn't want to drop. Oh, but then when I start up this character, oh yeah, it just drops it. Piss off. Cunter. Sorry, I'm just fucking irritated. Have I leveled? Yeah, that's plus 10. Alright. Sorry, I had to make sure. Open up. Bonfire aesthetics. So, but yeah, sorry, it was just one of those fucking things that just gets me. So, let's go ahead and continue. Now, I'll probably end up skipping most of them because, most of the spots because there's really haven't been anything interest. Now, I will say this, in Scholar of First Sin, to get the Black Witch's Staff is a lot easier. I love it. All you gotta do is just face from a mimic that has it, which is like hanging up here. And boom, you can get it. Excuse me. Which I thought was cool. And of course, to me, actually freaking helps because guess what? So for farming it a couple times, why not just make it things easier? And that's the other side of the coin too. I gotta give. Okay, before I just run in there like an idiot. There we go. Fight the bonfire. Is like some of the unique weapons or armors is just, it's a lot easier. So Alright, I'm going to take off my equipment and stuff real quick, so, because I really don't want to go in here and, well, all my equipment breaks on me, because this is corrosive. Obvious key. And here's like one of the best ones in the game. Soul Geyser. Which is like the best mage best mage's spell if you go like just for sorcery. Boom. And yeah, here's what my character looks like right now. I just kind of did the lazy. I'm like, okay, boom, boom, let's call it. So now I'm gonna put my armor on. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Yeah, that's the only downside to it. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and rest up. One more pyromancy, and that's definitely like the excellent bread and butter. If you've seen it, I did call like the Chaos Vestiges as Forbidden Sun because that's where at least the icon came from. It's basically the Forbidden Sun. So, let's go ahead and continue. And now, since I can access a little bit more areas, I can probably show you. The reason why I'm not going there, because you could probably end up seeing it. Oh yeah, that's right, I resetted them. So, anyways, yeah, all these experiments from a lot of giants. And there's like a lot of lore here. Of course, I'm not a lore channel myself. So, but I forget what I was saying now. Sorry. If y'all know what I was trying to say, at least you're helping most of my ADHD brain. There we go. And the reason why I decided to do this way, because I had, of course, thanks to mostly of Elden Ring's way. Let's see. There we go. So, there we go. Like incantations, because there's like miracles and holy plus fire. So why not go ahead and do it this way? And of course, it is a little bit different, but at least it still works. All right. There we go. Old radiant life gems. That's all good. Yeah, the reason why I decided to go through this way is because of the fact is, if you decide to enter here through this way, it'll just like do like a jump scare. So, and I'm going to rebirthing a dragon up here. Twilight Herb and Simpleton. I'm glad I knew that was coming. Big old hippos. Don't sit on me. Dick. So, but yeah. And in this area right here, and I know I actually got into this at least the next area, which is very close up there, but it's basically dragon area, like how they always do in most, except for 2 FromSoft games, is what I can remember, like Sekiro and Bloodborne. Those are like the only 2. But if it's like Dark Souls, no, unless you call the temple like a dragon area in Demon Souls, but like the most ones that out of them all actually has dragon areas is Dark Souls 1, definitely Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. So, yeah. But, I still trying to figure out at least some little bit of the lore here, because I just figured at least it'd be kind of good to add the build to the Words of Sunlight, and thanks to Dark Souls 3 to confirm that the soul. Well, basically, the Sunbroke Covenant is a PvP because of the God of War, then canon of Faram. From? It's like saying Gwyn because of Gwyn's lineage, and plus, of like Faram because of the armor. But anyways, I'm going ahead and just shut up here. Go ahead and buff up. And rebirth this dragon. Hey, friend. That's fair. Really? Thank you. And be reborn, my friend. There we go. So let's go ahead and continue. And I know this is probably like another offline farming, but the problem is for me, it's just have a lot of bonfire aesthetics, get these scales, and constantly farm that dragon so that way you can at least get to a different covenant. To rank up, at least to... That depends on how far you really want to go. I do not like about Dark Souls... Sorry, I just noticed something about the gauntlets. And if my Draconic Wicked sense are tingling, I think that's just for Earth. At least the triangles. I know that's a rune. There's something with the A. Sorry, I'm just looking at the gauntlets for a minute, so... I'll have to look at least in my Draconic books, or at least my Wicca books, because... Here, let me see if I can do it without zooming and editing. But yeah, like, as you see right there, there is some tight connections to it, so it's like, huh, interesting. Now, of course, I'm just using this set just to, like I said, just to mostly for like a paladin, like gold and stuff, so. Even though this looks like more brass. Hey, waifu. Good to see you again.
Bearer of the curse, long have I awaited one such as you. One who can set me free. Bearer of the curse. It was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for eons past. Take this.
Aged feather.
Do not resist. The dragon welcomes you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though these dragons are more like wyverns, which still counts as dragons. And I know probably in the Draconic side community you say, no, wyverns are not dragons. Actually, they are. It's just, they're probably mostly thinking like Skyrim type wyvern dragons. But that's not actually how a wyvern is portrayed. So. No, there's like a lot of goodies right here. Thanks to Epic Name Bro. You can get like a lot of stuff from here, but I'm going to go ahead and just bypass some of this. Because I just figure it just makes it a little easier. So. Because I figure I already got most of the stuff that I already need and wanted, so I'm just going ahead and continue. But you can be over here and just farm if you wish. But yeah, like really good goodies are right around here. Like there's like a lot of stones, smithing stones just as much. So used to Scholar for Sending right there. And oh yeah, and then I have got a lot of other stuff like off camera just to stock up, excuse me. In Scholar for Sending, those swelling douchebags always just come over and, well, wreck your day, shall I say. And I think it's like one at a time. And I just hate it. And I am going to do like a secret boss fight just to get, I guess, the best way of the true ending of the Souls games. Because you always have a choice, either, you know, continue or break the cycle. That's only up to you. So, like I said, I'm just going to skip most of this because I really don't need, you know, why not? Like, even some of this I can probably like restart later. Ow! Okay, stop vibrating on me. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, like some of the stuff right here that I can get, but it's all good. I probably will go through this area like off camera and just get all what I need, just to, you know, restock again. Now here's a little secret that I do know that I was talking in my other recording, like in my old PC. Like, you can cross this bridge, and as you've seen, I haven't broken any dragon eggs because there's a little secret thing that this can do. So as you see, it's a long bridge. If you be on the bridge for far too long, a dragon will like literally be on the bridge and like break the bridge, and you fall to your death. And if you break any dragon eggs in the game files or the game code, it will notice it and it'll, like, increase when the dragon will spawn in and break the bridge. Oh, before I forget something, I'm going to need to do this real quick. Grab. Let's continue. There we go. So that way, because this is a shortcut right up here, good. Sorry, I had to stop and think for a second. There we go. But yeah, the timer will go a little bit more faster if you break any or all dragon eggs. So, here we go. I'm just going to just rush this. And actually, gotta give FromSoft, at least in 2012, they have really emerged. Dude, Dragon Shrine. Ow. Hey, Aldia.
Young Hollow, how you grapple without falter with this dreadfully twisted world.
You'll be surprised.
Peace grants men the illusion of love. Shackled by falsehoods, they yearn for love, unaware of its grand illusion. Until the curse touches their flesh, we are bound by this yoke, as true as the dark that turns within men. All men trust fully the illusion of life, but is this so wrong? A construction of facade, and yet a world full of warmth and resplendence. Young Hollow, are you intent on shattering the yoke, spoiling this wonderful falsehood?
This really doesn't matter, but I'll definitely like and do episode 11, where to do this boss fight is just you need to defeat Vendrick. That's a spoiler, and there is a way. No.
I am Olya. I sought to shed the yoke of fate, but failed. Now, I only await an answer. Seek the throne. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond.
That's a reference. well, mostly foreshadowing of what's ahead if you don't do it the way how the game intended. Oh, let me do something real quick. Sorry, I had to put this on. Now, you can definitely use like the home ward spell if you choose to, but the Age Feather will help out a lot. And thanks to Dark Souls 2, we have that in Dark Souls 3. Basically like the item that I probably end up set in my two Dark Souls 3 Draconic Paladin, which is the fragment of the Goyle Sword. So, anyways, let's go ahead and continue. I did not like this area in Dark Souls 2 Scarlet for Sin. The Drake armor set is a good set too, but it's just somewhat of a pain. I'm actually going to hold on to my lockstones because there is like some optional bosses that I want to get. Ow. Bastard. Bonfire aesthetics. Just good for me. And let's continue. Ow. I know what's causing it. Come on, character. Die. It's just because of the priest up here. Oh, okay. I'll deal with you in a minute. How did you... Stop! Thank you. Silver talisman. Fate stone. Alright. Now, the weapons, if I remember correctly, they're still pretty good. Even I haven't tried the shield, but I know for my Guts character... Oh, God. I will have to farm these douchebags for at least for like the gauntlets and the leggings. Thanks to fighting Cowboy, I actually like his version of the Guts that he made, and I'm like, actually that's pretty good. So I'm like, I'd rather go ahead and use, get that. Ooh, nice twinkle toes, or at least a YouTuber will call them twinkle titties, and probably for me, twinkle scales. So why not? Yeah, this is where you can get a great axe and a great shield. Drake Keepers at great axe and shield. Go ahead and show you. I think it's still a good shield too. It's just I'm not the one for using great shields myself. So, but it's still a good shield in general. At least for this build. Now there is a sword, in my opinion, you can still use as well. And it's in the DLC, and I did mention this in my Draconic Paladin, Dark Souls 3. Dragon Bone and that. Oh, I'm gonna be so livid if... Get your ass down here, thank you. There we go. Now I don't have any lore, but I will definitely try to get it. And there we go. Some good old scale chunks. Right, slabs. is the Shield of Glory that this one is using. But it's a hard chance itself. So, here we go. Yeah, bullshit already. Thank you, Team Up, for that. Because I was going to be livid if I got it on the first drop on this character. That fucking shield is a pain in the ass to fucking get. And here is the third Dragon's Ring. Which, if you really want, in my opinion, it's best to get the third Dragon's Ring because it has a little bit better stats to it. So. And I may probably like make out like a cool scripted like lore of this, and of course I'll definitely like do like, oh hey, this is like, you know, like my builds in Dark Souls 2. Because I have thought about that. But yeah. It's this guy who has like the entire Black Dragon set. So. There we go. Human effigy. And petrified egg. And if we go here and pick this up. I do like how you can get the shield in the very early beginning, which is Watch Dragon Parma. I'll probably end up doing a short with this, but here you go. It's a Dark Souls, basically a Dark Souls 1 reference of Framp and Koth because of the serpents and because of the basically of the shield type thing. We decided to include this, and it actually is really cool. I'm going to end up using this. Okay, there we go. I may end up switching that. Oh, and of course, I will definitely end up like using probably some spells here and there too. Crystal magic weapon. Excellent. Let me go ahead. Num num. Really? Let's see if I do this right. Yep. And it is a move I highly recommend if you wish to use. And it's just like even out. And you know the final boss of the game. Soul. Alright, there we go. I don't have the binoculars on me, so that's why I was like, okay, let me just do it this way. Yeah, we're good. And num nums. Gonna do that. Continue forward. Oh yeah, I forget. You had to go through these douchebags just as much. Feel the wrath of the dragons. There we go. It is these douchebags. All aligned the way that you saw me going all the way up here. Think of them all the way there, like in line. Somehow they just do this. But somehow, if you don't do something right, all of them will be aggroed against you. I don't understand that. Yeah, and they're buffed right now. And you can get the weapons. Come on! but it's just like one of those rare chances. I think it's like rare chance. It's like, I think like 1.0 or 0.1. Yeah, it's that rare. Oh, I forgot these two can have it too. Of course, my guard was broken. But yeah, I just want to at least mention that. I'm just glad. And now I know the leader will be up here, but you can get like this great sword from the Covenant, and these dragon. I'm going to just say Dragon Warriors, but like they're always buffed, so there's just no way to unbuff them. I think you get Dragon Head Tablet, Stone, then get the Torso, which that carries over into Dark Souls 3. Then you have the Twinkling set. And I'll probably end up showing that probably like a little bit later. And between those two different fairies, the Twinkling set will actually summon like Dragon Claws and Fire Breathing and actual dragon. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and continue. Nom nom. Hey, friend. Let's see, there we go. Master. And there is a reason why I did save a spot for getting a free weapon for armor effects. You will see that very soon. The merc shifts and stirs. Yet another stands before us. Then so be it. For the curse of life is the curse of want. And so, you peer. Into the fog, in hope of answers. Ashen Mistheart. Now, I will definitely check with Majula. Now, you can do this boss fight to get a giant soul, but I'm not going to because, well, one, I don't want aggro, and two, I just suck at fighting this dragon, so. And 3, I know my ass will be cooked. And number 4, it's optional and if you aggro. So, I'm not going to do that. Alright, my Dragonites, Dragon Warriors, and Dragon Kin. I'm here in Majula. I want to check something real quick. Because there is, well, technically 3 more bosses before I go into the DLC. Into the DLCs, excuse me. So that way I end up showing. But I hope that I got all the maps done. If not, then I may have to do an episode 11.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it. It seems that all the flames have been lit. It makes me feel somehow. Wait, what am I doing here? Who are you again? Fate brought us together for a reason. Take these.
There we go.
May they help you on your travels.
I decided to leave Kale alive because I wanted to at least get his quest done. There is like assassination quests that you can do, and I didn't want to kill Kale because also this is a Draconic Paladin, and I just kind of tie in at least close to what I know at least a Paladin that's ties to mostly dragons. I decided to just keep him alive because it just makes it a little bit more easier. You can kill him for his helmet, but I decided just to go on an easier route. Oh, I need to get one more item. And I'll definitely see you all at where I showed you. And I had to be hollow. So, I'll see you all soon. Since I have everything, I can complete this quest line.
Well, you're nicely hollowed, aren't you? Are you tormented by memories? Burdened by guilt? Now the question, are you ready for more? If you are, then we ought to talk. This contains my power. Long ago, this naive vessel of mine set about devising new spells. The fool dreamt of bringing new forms of magic into the world. But instead, he created me. Mostly by chance, but he did a fine job, I must say. What he sought was strength, and so I decided to demonstrate. While my vessel slept, I'd find my mark and hunt him down. But my vessel did not approve. And so while I slept, he sealed the both of us away. No, I don't have anything against humans. But how is it that you go about defining good and evil? I'm only using what the gods gave me. How can that be so wrong? So what say you to a spot of murder on my behalf? If you don't, I'll leave this place and take more lives. I couldn't give a fig either way, so what's your choice?
And you had to say yes here.
Yes, I see. How very kind of you. I want you to kill a merchant named Gilligan. A greedy, foul man. He won't be missed, I assure you. Yes, bring me a ladder miniature as proof. Is the only person who'd have such an odd knick-knack.
Which I already have because I purchased off him.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it.
The spelling ring.
Now let's discuss our next mark. I want you to kill one more. Your target will be Kale, the man who's drafting that map. While I was trapped in here, he touched me, that maniac. Like I was some rare specimen. He wore a strange helm. Bring it back as proof.
What's your choice? Yes.
Yes, I knew I could count on you. Perhaps this will slake my thirst.
And like I said in this episode, that honestly, I'll definitely do like an episode 11 where I'll do like the farm. I just want to at least get this one done over with. So I apologize if I promised you all that, but I promise at least on episode 11 I'll definitely do the Giant Lord and secret, at least do the secret boss and how you do it.
This is my thanks. Take it.
Something spice.
Now let's discuss our next mark.
Sorry, I'm just kind of skipping most of this. This is just a sex scene. Rinse and repeat.
I want you to kill one more. Your target is Felkin the Hexer. As proof, bring me that peculiar scepter of his. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. But he will be formidable. Be cautious.
And he's talking about the sunset staff.
This is my thanks. Take it.
There we go. Forbidden Sun, which is the next bread and butter of the build.
Now let's discuss something of importance. You could kill a dozen like that and it wouldn't matter. I want you to kill someone of import. I want you to kill the girl in Majula, known as the Muse. They say that she is the last firekeeper. But they say a lot of things. That she's a gentle shepherd, lighting the way for you cursed fools. Nonsense. Once she is dead, I will have no regrets, and I will be content to remain here. The girl will have a peculiar feather,
Bring it to me.
He's talking.
Now go along.
He's talking about the Age Feather, which I have.
Yes. That's the feather. Good. Oh, that is very good. Your reward. Take it.
Unleash magic. So, I think that'll be it.
Find what you wanted.
And I'm going hollow real quick, so see you in a second. And this is what you will say when you're not hollow.
I haven't said anything strange, have I? I have absolutely no intention of leaving here. Do not attempt to help me. Just let me sit here and wither quietly away. Please, just stay away. No, please, don't come near me. Nothing good will come of it. Just leave me alone, please. Leave this place and leave me be, as I'd not see any harm befall you. Please. Please. Just leave me alone.
Alright, yeah, and that's all he's going to say. Get back. At least the major ones are basically coming to very closely to an end. So, hope that you all enjoyed. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. And as always, if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so that way more videos are heading your way. This is Dragonite, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage, signing out. And thank you all very much for watching. This is Dragonite, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage, signing out. Have a good one, my Dragonites, Dragonborns, and Dragonkin alike.